How dare you? God damn it. Uh-huh. You know, I did. That's my boy. That's shit. Oh no!
Beans, I forgot to click the thing. Uh-huh.
Bitch, you beansed it!
I absolutely beans it up. It wouldn't be me if I didn't fuck up my own audio. Anyway, I said a very funny thing.
What you missed was, yeah, you missed a really funny thing specifically targeted at me as a person.
That's why they call me the time zone, because I go up and down. There you go. I did say I was going to cold open with it, but I think I could take off my Dr. Andy 23 cosplay right now. It's a little warm.
Oh, that's, you know what? That's fair. The resemblance is uncanny.
I figured I would do... Where's Adam Driver's husband?
Where's Adam Driver's husband, Shrek? Where's my boy?
Let me put this back to the way it should be. We'll do this. Hey, there we are. That's what that should look like.
They're so pretty.
I'm not used to chat being this active. As soon as I go live, you all are insane, and thank you. Shark to Whimsy, welcome in for the first time. It is so lovely to see you here. Good morning, BB. Shred Popper, Pops, I love you. Welcome in, Shark. Kamesy, Shark, welcome in. Nether Tuturoo, congrats on being first in the chat. Despite being the third person, because no one else knew.
How is anyone gonna know?
Shark to Feydaley.
What? Oh, that's me.
Yeah, your name was...
I've been here the whole time.
The whole time. Everyone is like the same two colors. This is really hard. Super Liz, Shark, welcome in. Leah, Shark, welcome in. Dr. Andy, Shark, welcome in. And Jim Bitty Bim Bim, clap, because yes, the claps are important. Welcome in. I think we're caught up. I think.
And welcome into Sam Reich, who is also me.
I really should just make this a button on my Stream Deck, because I just type it so much.
I have magic powers.
Oh, you do?
I have magic powers. Hold on.
I did give you some magic powers.
Oh, man, I really should have thought about things before I did things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying?
I know exactly what you're fucking saying.
Oh, that's the wrong folder.
What even was that folder? That is the... Like, the way you like jumped at that was like trying to cover porn at work.
I was just really confused. Forethought? Not in this economy.
I don't even have a thought. Never mind a forethought.
Man, past Faye really bonered it for present Faye.
Oh, right. We're not having hee-ho bot.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on.
You're a good dog.
A very good dog.
Okay, I did it.
Ooh, mission saved. We did it, chat.
That was so stressful.
Anyway, welcome in. Welcome to the first time Feydaley on this show. I am so happy. I mean, you've been here. You're a viewer and all that, and we're good friends and stuff. And you raid in, and I raid you.
I have a sword and everything.
Yeah, you have a diamond too, and a little first next to your name. You have so many badges here.
Number one. Number one, eternal thirst. Suck it, Dr. Andy. So
many badges. For real though. Anyway, we're doing a trans visibility stream, cause that's what
Woo!
today is. Do you even have a badge?
Yeah! Fucking visible, bitch!
Hell yeah! No crimes for us today.
Yeah.
People can see us.
Oh shit, you right.
They can see
Okay,
these
but,
nuts.
like, is that a challenge? Because I feel like, is it a challenge? Could I still get away with crimes if I was visible?
We'll talk after the show. We'll figure that out, and then go do some crimes.
Noted. If I put on a hat and cover my hair, am I even gay anymore?
Like oh wait, hold on. This is a good question because like we tacked on a couple of miles to the Bifrost to make it here, right? Like, if I do a crime here and we do crimes, wait, hold on. This is bugging me. Why do I? There we go. If I do a crime here and like you do a crime there and like we're doing crimes together, like if it ticks midnight here, am I suddenly able to get away with it? Like where you don't? Like how does this work with time zones?
Oh, wait. Okay. If you do crimes at midnight Eastern time, does the ability to get away with said crimes transfer across a Bifrost?
Yeah, that's the question of the day, isn't it?
Like across, because time is like subjective.
Yeah,
right. Like
murder
who
is
even
okay if
decided
you're
that
holding
midnight
hands.
was when the new day happened.
Exactly.
So like I could just as an engager in the arbitrary myself, I could just be like, actually, fuck you, it's tomorrow.
True. It is deep in April Fools already for Whimsy and Zoe. Shark Zoe. Shark Corey,
That's
welcome in.
true.
Yeah, we can't
Murder's okay if you're
even see
holding
Zoe in
hands.
chat right now.
Who the fuck is Zoe?
Right. No, I can't even say that. Zoe, you did a big thing yesterday and I'm so proud of you. I love you so much.
Zoe, I love you. You're doing amazing.
The Bifrost actually a
doing
crime frost.
so
The answer
fucking amazing.
is yes.
The answer is obviously. I'm sorry, was that even a question?
It's like, do you even know us, bro?
Yeah, I'm just gonna gently neg Jimbity Bim Bim today.
Everybody send Jim a message saying you up at 2
Okay,
a.m.
but, like-
in your local time.
Okay, but last night, Boy and I were watching one of our cooking shows. It's set in London, right? And I turned to Boy and I'm like, honey, can we go to London? And he looks at me because I have done very little traveling outside the U.S. and I was like, that sounds like nice. Like, look at all these places these people are going and all these peas that are being cooked. I love peas. So I'm like, honey, can we go to London? He's like, why? Because you want to see if Jim's up? And I was like, I mean, among other things, yeah.
I mean,
And
he's
he
not
looked
up
up
if he's in
flights.
space. But then again, neither is anybody. We learned that
Yeah.
yesterday.
Also, hi.
It was Boy Delay all along.
I don't know if you heard that, but Boy just said, hey, Alice, you up?
Oh, I am. Oh, I'm always up. What's up, baby? What's good?
Alice says she's always up. What's up, BB? What's good?
I'm not in
Listen,
space.
Come over here and talk into the mic like a not coward. That's what I thought. I know. Okay, have fun not being stinky anymore. Okay, bye. Hi, Salty! And Kaylee's brother came out to his dad today being extra invisible.
I
That's
love
so
that.
exciting.
I love that so much.
Meep. Oh yeah, Jim, that was the other part of the story, was that we were looking up flights, round trip flights same day, so that we could get into the country, message you, hey, you up, and then like an hour later
Immediately
hop back
fucking
on a plane and leave. Uh-huh.
Oh, when I get my passport, I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. Because
Listen.
Lady Napalm's airline does fly to London. Yo, the first class seats are so nice. I'll show you pictures later. It's so
Yo.
good. It's so good.
Yeah, baby, show me pictures of your first class seat.
I mean, I've got so many. Wink.
Pictures or seats?
Yes. I'm dating a flight attendant. The answer is yes.
Actually, fair enough. Jim, actually, because our weirdly enough, the shit desert airport also does direct flights to London.
Wait, really?
It wouldn't. Yeah, I know. It wouldn't be that expensive.
Kamsey, yeah, thank you for even staying up. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Go do a rest. I'm glad you had internet and you didn't get load shedded to even come in and say hi.
Love you, Canes. Sleep well.
Like, when you were telling me about like what a small airport it was and that it's international, mostly that's like FedEx, because that counts as an international flight, right? Like shipping packages. And that's
Yeah,
how they
no,
get that's how they get that label. But that actually surprised me. Holy shit.
We're an international airport, and we have one terminal. We have 8 gates, I think, total.
Do you have to like
But
load in
one
from
of
the
those
ground?
Gates goes to London.
Huh.
We actually don't. We still get to go in
Oh.
through the little fucking schloop tube.
The jet bridge. But
So,
I'm gonna call it a schloop tube
The
from
jet bridge.
from now on.
The schloop tube. Well, because it's like an accordion, but
Mhm.
it doesn't make music. So what's the sound that an accordion makes when it's not making music besides wheeze? It's schloop.
I feel like those things probably make a really hard sound when they move, because they do move. Like they actually retract.
They do. Yeah. The sound is. That's right. Zoe would know.
Yep.
Zoe is an accordion.
Yup. Smaller provinces,
think
airports
the
don't even have
only-
flights.
Oh, that makes sense though.
Your provinces
think
are
the
also
only-
fucking huge.
Yeah, the only airport that I've ever been to that is smaller than ours is Flagstaff, Arizona, which has 2 gates and only flies to Phoenix.
That checks out.
Yeah. It's so small.
Oh.
Wait, there's a button on the accordion that makes a sound? There's a button?
This sounds so
I didn't
unbelievably
know.
cursed. And like if Jin told me that,
I
I wouldn't
love
believe it, but it's you and I trust you, Zoe.
I know. Thousands wouldn't, but I do.
So, oh, hold on. I should actually probably pay attention to the music that's playing. Oh, right. Me apparently pulling that up on that screen. I'm going to move that over. So this way your face doesn't get covered. Oh, that's why. As long as I don't...
No, it is.
Yeah, because I have... If it full screens over it. I'm like, why did we have the game up over you? And that was fine. Because it's in Windows mode and not considered full screen. And that'd be why.
It's the empty bell. Oh, to make it squish for what's the word I'm looking for? For compact travel, the squish button on the accordion goes.
Okay, gets all the air out. That's deeply disturbing.
Yeah.
Also,
Never going to sleep.
have a good night, friend. I love you so much. It was so wonderful to like talk to you before your stream started, and hang out in your space, and then you come here. That's lovely. I love you. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope you had a lovely day, because you deserve it, friend. Have a good night.
Also, I see you.
Wait, hold up. I actually have Nether's. I don't think Nether's visible anymore.
Oh, shit! You right. I think you might be right.
Oh, just barely.
Oh,
By an hour and a half.
Nether says your presence is fire because napalm. Lol.
I bring this on myself.
It's really good.
It is good though. I almost like facepalm. I'm like, no, I have a head full of makeup today. I can't do that. all,
Beans.
all of my foundation will come off. I'm gonna put on some gentle.
Because napalm is a liquid.
That's so good. I'm so mad at how good that is.
It was like, why are you saying wet fire? Where did the moistness come from?
Napalm is actually 2
But now
liquids.
I understand.
If I remember correctly. Yes, because it's a chemical reaction when the two liquids combine and it starts a fire.
How many liquids is napalm?
Also, another.
Napalm is naphthalene and palmitate. Oh, napalm.
I get it now. I just named it after
Amazing.
I just named myself after the color of hair dye that I did. It was napalm orange, and it was really good on me.
Ooh,
So that's
I
the
love that.
that's the fun lore. Is I had a MySpace scene name based on the color of my hair that I never managed to update more than once.
a little MySpace. She's a MySpace baby.
Because I'm no age chat years old. No.
Something. You give me an exothermic reaction, baby.
I love like the powerful body stance you took while saying that. That made that everything. Elbows out, hips back. Fucking fantastic. The power stance.
Yeah, it is. I went to a retreat for white femmes once, and this is what I learned. Now the world will present me with everything I've ever desired.
That is how that works.
That is how that works. Fun fact.
Actually consider getting a character name for that. Ooh. But also another, I know exactly what time it is because I added all of my friends to my clock so I wouldn't have to do math anymore and figure out what time they are.
Beep. That's true. Like I have CFJ added to my weather app so that I always know if it's raining in Philadelphia area.
I love that. We can commiserate
Confirmed.
about that is exactly the weather today. It was pretty
it's
warm and
cloudy.
cloudy. I thought it was actually going to rain earlier, so. But right, there was a thing that I wanted to do today because we were. Whoop, I can't. Hold up. Sorry, you're going to disappear for a second. Because I had all of the things Mac full screened underneath your face. Friend Nova, a community member in my Discord and frequent visitor here, posted a poem, Ezra Furman, about Trans Day of Visibility. I'd like to read, because it's really good. It is really good.
Yeah.
Trans Day of shuddering breaths. Trans Day of walking down the street. Trans Day of not being able to explain. Trans Day of not reading the news right now. Trans Day of the news gathering darkness as it goes unread. Trans Day of food left on the kitchen counter for 3 days. Trans Day of not trusting your parents. Trans Day of the makeup doesn't help. Trans Day of don't take pictures of me. Trans Day of don't show me the pictures. Trans Day of eyes like knives. Trans Day of existence that flickers like a faulty old film projector. Trans Day of just be yourself. Trans Day of no one is trying to kill you, they just don't care if you die. Trans Day of the structure of the universe asks us to protect one another. Trans Day of I'm fine, it's cool, I'm fine. Trans Day of rotting flowers that cost too much. Trans Day of invisible fires that never go out. Trans Day of pure beauty that no one else can see. Trans Day of uncontrollable laughter. Trans Day of structures of love solid as rock. Trans Day of looking after one another even when nothing's wrong at all. Trans Day of dancing until your sweat surely contains detectable traces of the music playing. Trans Day of direct access to divinity. Trans Day of angelic clarity of mission. Trans Day of unkillable smile. Trans Day of the wilderness that doesn't care what anyone calls it. Trans Day of good food we made together. Trans Day of playing with animals. Trans Day of everyday life as prayer in itself. Trans Day of spinning in circles, whirling and whirling, out beyond any boundaries they drew for us. And I think that's just great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Made me feel some type of way at like 7 o'clock this morning.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faye Gender Snug. Thanks, Genderbot.
How do you snug the gender before you eat it for breakfast or after? I mean, I guess that kind of answered my own question there.
I mean, it's a yes.
I think that means I need more caffeine. Clearly did not have enough today.
Night, Nether. We love you lots.
Night,
Get good
Nether.
sleep.
So lovely to have you.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of
Always.
topics prepared to talk about before we went live, and as soon as I clicked the live button, whoosh, right out my head.
But boy.
It'd be wonderful if I had my Adderall.
Ooh. I feel very lucky that my ADHD med is not of the Adderall variety. But like, fuck, dude. Yeah, look at the sleeves. Look at the sleeves. Look at the sleeves.
Thank you,
They're so good.
Thank you, Cyborg Caitlin, for continually gifting her closet when she doesn't want clothes anymore.
Aww.
Because she has
That's sweet.
some very good clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did remember a thing. Starting today,
Okay.
I created a YouTube channel to promote the stream and record VODs, and this is going to be our first show on the YouTube.
Yay.
So hello, YouTube. That's a thing now. Yes, I know, Dr. Andy. I know.
Doc's mad at you.
This is why I'm a professional streamer. This is my job. It's my job too, Dr. Andy. I'm just as much a professional streamer as you, my man. I just don't write things down because of who I am as a person and also unmedicated ADHD.
Oh, pups! Get 'em, pups!
Maybe go teach. Wow.
Yo, that was savage, though.
Just the way things work for all of us. I'm also like, I was talking to Faye about this yesterday. I'm also very new to the idea of like planned content in general. Like, this is brand new territory for me entirely. I'm used to being the person who just hit the go live button when playing games with friends and just having a good time. And now I'm like, I'm trying to do this thing. Do a content.
It's wild when you realize, and you know, I said this to you last night also, but it's wild when you realize that at some point you crossed that line between just like person who just like vibes on stream for funsies and like person who's doing a thing with intention and thought and planning. And it's kind of wild.
And like, I mean, most of you have like hung out in this space before. Like I've talked about it at times where like I'm very much a like go with the flow. Like if chat wants to like come in and just be lurking, I'll sit here and play my game and you guys lurk and do your own thing. We'll do some parallel play. Like you take care of your work, I'll take care of mine. We'll just vibe together. But like, you know, chat wants to talk, we'll talk and we'll do that kind of stuff. And I'm just very much like go with what chat does. And it's very weird to be like, here's this stuff that I want to do in my time. And also I have someone else to do it with and I have to not get distracted by everything, which is already a tall ask.
Well, and then you listen, you know, both of us being very ADHD and kind of all over the place, at some point, fingers, toes, and ass cheeks crossed, we will keep each other on some kind of rails.
Exactly.
Well, who knows?
Like I had like a light structure of like things to do and how this was gonna go, but like soda. We didn't like lock things like, all right, in this first hour we're gonna do this, and we're most of it's just going with the flow. And also I can guarantee you, Dr. Andy, if I wrote things down on a physical list, I would lose the list because of who I am as a person.
Yeah. Who gender rails anyway? Space gender are meant to fly, said the poet. Genderbot? Mwah.
But gonna rail a fat line of gender.
Yo. Among Us, though, am I right?
Eat gender for breakfast after you rail off that line of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's ears time.
Oh. So you don't have to participate.
Nether, what do you want to ask my mom? Nether, what do you want to ask my mom? Oh, you couldn't put anything in. Gotcha. So what do you
that's
want to
my bad.
ask?
I did not
Beans.
set that up properly.
That's okay.
And
also you need to suffer and not swear. Does that mean I have to suffer too?
that's what
We'll
I was gonna
suffer
say.
together.
I was
It's
gonna say
fine.
that's entirely your
Yeah.
choice. So I'm gonna set.
I'll snap back into teacher brain for just a second and call upon all of my swear word replacements that are in my Brian.
So I made a caveat. It's not entirely like G-rated. I'm saying PG. So like hell and damn, because I can't not say those on like a baseline level. But like anything stronger than that, we're calling it. And I don't even know what to do. Like I gotta set up something, maybe like a swear jar for like when I'm in this mode or something. And I don't know. We all just like
the American swears. What was my mom's approach to my cultural education? I can answer
Ooh.
that question also if you like, but
I love this
her
question.
perspective might be really interesting.
hell and
Yeah,
damn. Exactly. It's not even strong language. It's just not considered like G-rated. But I feel like most people would consider like family friendly is completely like scrubbing that out.
I will say that I did grow up in a very Catholic family, and I was not allowed to say hell and damn.
Oh, me either.
That was considered to be big swears.
Friend, I went to Catholic school. Neither was I.
I know, same. I remember I said crap one time, and my auntie almost had a fucking conniption.
I said stupid in like 4th grade or 3rd grade or something like that. I got my butt beat.
Stupid.
Fan LSEC. Leah. I love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. We'll have to play something again soon.
I should just say crep rather than crap. Oh, crap. Here's the thing. That's why beans is such a useful swear to have in one's vernacular, because nobody's gonna get offended by you saying beans. My grandma hears me say beans. My students heard me say beans, but you can. It's got such good mouthfeel and sound to it that you can still really get the severity of the beans across.
Also, it's just funny. Like I can't not hear all beans and just kind of giggle.
Oh, beans, right? It's also like no, like it's kind of a joyous swear, and that's why I use it for everything.
I added that because I knew Jim would, or Zoe would do that.
He just gave gender a big bag of weed. Yeah, I'm a fan.
I love gender bots so much.
I do too. Jim says that he went to Catholic school and you could absolutely say damn and hell to the chaplain and he wouldn't have batted an eye. Well,
I could say hell only in like a context of talking about the place I was absolutely going
about
to.
hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 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 So like beans, butts, and poop, I think, are sort of my teacher swears.
When I was taking violin classes, my violin teacher, the school she worked at mostly taught small children. She did have like a couple of like the other teachers there also did have like a couple of adult students, but we were in a rarity. And apparently she was just like forever in I'm teaching small kids mode, and she yelled at me multiple times over my language. Cause like I'm like, we're both adults. I think I'm actually just slightly older than you, so like I'm just gonna be my normal sweary New Jersey self. I think one time I was apologizing for being late. I literally like, sorry, traffic was booty butt cheeks. And she's like, yo, I don't think that's appropriate to say. Like, would you say this to anybody? I'm like, lady, you do not know my mouth. You don't know the things that would come out of this mouth. Because, yes, I would.
Yes. Actually, that is very true, Jim. American cultural puritanicalism is very strict relative to the rest of the world. That is actually extraordinarily true.
And very pervasive here.
Yes, I say regularly that America is a mix of Protestant work ethic and Catholic values, and that has been my experience. With that, the whole like, you know, work till you die and get, and then at some point during that, before you die, you'll probably get good. And then also puritanical, like super intense.
The worst of
trad
both
cath
worlds.
values. Jeez.
Early morning detention for 3 weeks for proving that chickens have sex in middle school because he bought chicken eggs that were still warm but already hard. Excuse me?
Nice. Nice.
What up? They should call me.
I should call him. Yeah, when it's automatic, you have no memory. Oh, that's the worst. When you're like, I honestly have no idea what I said.
Yep.
That's like the fear also incidentally has transferred to the post-stream state when you realize as a streamer, aw damn, all beans. I sure was in some kind of a fugue state and I don't remember any single thing that I said while on the internet.
Or when people reply to you like a moment after you say something, I'm like, that was a long time ago. I'm past that.
My ADHD brain has moved on from that. For what you was like maybe 5 or 6 seconds ago, for me it feels like it was an hour ago.
Yep.
Because I'm running on too much time in brain.
Speaking of too much time in brain, we should talk about coming out and stuff. Because you were talking about coming out on your stream last week. Or not coming out, or like discovering yourself because you had too much time in your brain. And that's how you started asking those questions.
God. And yeah. Well,
I work retail, so I just had too much time in my brain to, like, from the get-go. They're like sort of similar.
Yeah, I think like
felt that one.
Yeah, for me it was just like I was pretty sure that like I was like cis het femme for most of my life, and like sometimes like thought about like what would it be like if I kissed a girl up until like high school. And then my first like ever like smooch experience and also at the same time sexual experience was with my best friend who was also femme. But I was like, that's not gay.
The balls didn't touch is obviously not gay.
That's not gay. I have like I am pardon my language. I am nose deep in my best friend's vagina, but this is not gay. And like, right? But like also we were like in Catholic school and in like a pretty conservative part of the country.
Wait, Lori, were you actually
Catholic.
in school or like
not at school? No, this was a week.
It's like, man, I'm pretty sure that's like a super sin doing gay stuff that's not gay in the church.
I'm too much of a rule follower. I would never. And then, fast forward no age chat number of years, and it's, we're in lockdown and pandemic. Had just finished grad school and come off of a semester in this post-colonial lit class that I reference often on my streams as like the thing that radicalized me. And that was a class with multiple genderqueer folks and multiple like expressions of the LGBTQ umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the first time that someone introduced themselves as like, I'm queer, but I'm kind of like still figuring out what that means. And I was like, you can do that? Like, you're allowed to
That's
do that?
legal? That's legal?
Legal? What the fuck? So I finished that class, I graduate.
Oh, you were
and
so close. You
then
had
a
60
month
seconds
later-
left on the timer.
Oh, beans.
15.
A month later, pandemic hits, and I'm just sitting on the couch for, our weeks and weeks of quarantine being like, who am I? I find myself in a vacuum. Who am I and what am I doing?
Okay, now we can fucking swear again.
We can fucking swear. You can have a gender without a PhD?
That's legal? They just let you buy those?
Butts, dang it, Jim.
You're the worst. Hold up. I have
But
I
yeah,
actually
so,
just
like-
hold on, let me set the timer and I
Oh.
actually added a command for this.
Nice.
Just yesterday.
My body. Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you do. Oh, bless. This is very good.
Just a little something to make people feel at home.
Yeah, Zoe says that she spent several months slowly catching herself thinking of herself as not a man and then avoiding it. Yeah, and I think that's very similar for me, in which I would I would have like these really visceral like dreams of like physically being genderless.
Hold on one sec. Nether,
And-
that's exactly why I worded that the way I did. You're welcome, buddy.
Yes. But yeah, I don't know. I would like wake up from these like really visceral dreams of like physically being genderless and like feeling joy about that and feeling like, and I would wake up and feel wistful that it wasn't like real.
I can hard relate to that because I didn't
And
start questioning myself until I had that same dream where I was like, I had big ol' honking boobies, and I woke up and it felt so real, right? And you wake up and I like look down, and I'm like, oh. But I'm sorry, continue.
No, that's fine. It's just like, it's weird how much like people dream and experience memory in such different ways. And I, for the longest time, I thought that everybody dreamed viscerally, that everybody dreamed in the same way that they experienced memory. And so I would wake up, and for me, it had been real.
Yeah. Apparently that's an
And-
us kind of thing, apparently.
I didn't know, man. and so years of this, and then suddenly I'm just sort of like marinating in my own thoughts for months. And the first thing that I allowed myself was, okay, actually, probably not straight. Right.
I mean, from there, that's a huge step, especially after the whole definitely not gay thing.
Right. Well, and like my it's funny because my parents had known long before I ever did. They had been asking me if I was gay since I was really young, for years.
Mhm.
And in a way of like, we'll love you and support you and accept you no matter what. But I was always like, I'm not gay. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I got a few of those talks as a kid.
Right. And then so like, finally I was like, okay, I think I am a gay of some kind. And always like keeping that friend from grad school in the back of my memory of like, it's okay to not have words for it. It's okay to not know. It's okay to like be figuring out what that means.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the first time that I was like, I think I'm bi, was actually like spending a lot of time around our good friend Cafe 3G. And like him being like so celebratory
in the way that he is, which is
and
so
yes.
wonderful to watch from the outside. Like I haven't gotten to experience, I think, his streams live, but like just seeing clips that we all share in streams, and the couple of times I've seen him on CFJ, he's just so loudly and vibrantly, joyously queer, and it makes my heart
Yes.
sing.
Oh God, it's like this effusive joy and this celebration and this laughing, the laughter about all of it, right? And get hicked.
I'm refunding your points for that because there's already a timer running, and I'm not adding on to
Alice
another
needs some swear time. Damn it.
No, you know what? I'll actually be good. Thank you for thank you for the Sylveon years. The timer just ran out for that.
There you go, baby. But yeah, I think that spending a whole bunch of time around cafe, and then also like kind of in this broader community, like gave me the courage to put words to it, and to at least like the ways that I experience attraction and the ways that I experience ideas of intimacy with other people.
Love you too, Nether.
And
rest well, friend.
Love you, Nether. And it's honestly only been very recently, in the last like maybe year and a half, of leaning into, for me, like the feeling like being non-binary. And I that's the part that I'm still like, it's the closest words that I know are, you know, non-binary, in that eschewing a gender binary. Like the gender binary doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
But what beyond that, I don't know.
And then like there's labels and other stuff like demi girl and demi boy and gender fluid, and you know, just straight up agender. And that's just figuring that out.
Right now the metaphor that's working for me is, right, this like gender electron cloud. And I know that all y'all who do chemistry things have been shaking your head about it, but like
I've done no such thing.
The idea that in an electron cloud, you can either know the electron's precise gender viscous. Yes. You can either know the electron's like location, or you can know its speed. I think you can't know both.
Oh yeah.
And for me, that makes sense. It's not like a spectrum, because a spectrum kind of implies like a line and you're somewhere on the line.
Yeah,
but like
exactly.
A 3D thing, a kind of nebulous thing where you're like, I don't really know where. Yeah, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, baby. Where like I don't know, but I know it's somewhere in here.
And you know you're not like on these 2 points that are strictly male female.
I'm not on, and it's not even a linear line. It's not like I'm like mostly femme, but sometimes mask. Meh. It just it is different depending on the day. It is different depending on who I'm with.
Yeah.
It's different depending on who I'm intimate with. And it's so like it's hard also, this also being like a very new thing on my end, to allow myself to sit under the trans umbrella. I know that they're like technically, like I don't know, technically whatever, that non-binary is in there, and it's also difficult because I'm like, I don't how can I sit under a banner when I don't know from day to day where I am in this undefined position in this gender cloud, right? I know that I predominantly present femme, but that's also like what I'm used to. That's also the body that I've been in for most of my life. And
if it has been this recent, like you have you even really had time to explore like other styles and options, like, right? I
Like styling a little bit with like playing with some NB fashion with like some gay ass like button up shirts and shit. But more than, more than that, like not really.
so like can I just cut in for like a little bit? And
Absolutely.
awesome. So speaking on that, two things that before unmedicated brain loses them. I had a similar thought. Like I hard relate to that because I've identified as bisexual for most of my life, right? But it's not something I talked about, and for the longest time, I refused to even, like I wouldn't even sport a rainbow flag or anything. I refused to call myself part of the umbrella because my attraction to men was just so tiny. Like I was like, God, I don't think anybody uses it anymore, but like if you know what like a Kinsey 2 is, like that's where I was. Whereas like I recognize that I have some attraction, but like outside of smooching a few dude friends, who are very cute by the way. Shane, if you're watching this, call me. I like it didn't feel. Jim, I have another timer I have to use. God, God, I could practically put this under children's. But anyway,
Hetero flexible is really good.
I feel weird about that one. But like I refused to call myself bisexual because like something I've never acted on. I don't feel right taking this support and these resources from other people that are way more out and loud and acting upon this in ways that I don't. So I just kind of like when you were talking about this last week, that like struck up this memory of like me and my one ex-girlfriend talking about being under like the LGBTQIA plus umbrella as a total, and like I didn't take that identity for the longest time for similar reasons, right? And then the other thing I wanted to say was about like just even presentation and how you that's a fun thing we'll save for later. I like even with coming into myself, I was still a mostly like I considered myself like a butch. And here I am 11 months on estrogen, just about. Do I look very fucking butch? Like that's just things that just happen, you know, like it's just constant exploration and questioning and figuring out day to day. I didn't think I would ever be someone to put on makeup or grow my hair long or wear dresses or wear even a floral print anything a day in my life. And like that's just sometimes that the line of questioning just leads to unexpected places.
Hi, Snow, and hi, Nana. It's good to see both of you. Welcome.
Hi, Nana. Hi, BB. Hold up, I added a command. I love you.
That's cute. That's real good.
Love you so much, baby. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, gender. What the fuck?
Gender. What the fuck?
Oh,
That's
beans,
actually,
that's
like, a
two
really-
swears.
I don't know. I'm not too fussed about the swear.
Oh yeah, no, me either. It's normally just a beans, I swore, and then just carry on with my life.
Aw, fuck. I did it. Arr, nar.
Oh shit, I said fuck. Oh damn it. Oh beans. Oh
Nah.
piss. Oh.
Gender. It's Yeah, I guess like you know, it's also like mm, for me it's also very much gone in hand with religious deconstruction. And I think that like the more that I'm able to like uproot and unroot
Salty.
salty.
Thank
Thanks for gifting
you.
a sub to Kaylee.
I appreciate you, buddy. Love you so much. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, like the more that I'm able to like uproot the ingrained
Oh
inbuilt
god,
Catholic
yeah.
shame.
The fucking Catholic
e-
guilt.
Well, it is. It's like it is. It's a framework and a structure of not just like guilt, right? Because if we look at guilt versus shame, like guilt is a feeling like you've violated someone else's moral construct, and shame feeling like you've
True.
violated your own. And it's the insidious thing about it is that the Catholic moral construct comes from outside and then makes itself your moral construct. And like so the more that I'm able to kind of do the work of like uprooting that and thinking about it like, I don't know, like weeding.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sometimes you've got one of those big prickly fuckers and the roots run real deep and it hurts and it's fucking, it's a labor to pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then realizing that underneath all of that there is you, and figuring out what that you is, who is that person, what do they
I think of
what do
it
they believe?
like a slide puzzle, but like just like an infinitely shifting one, where like once you kind of get one thing figured out, everything else kind of shifts around it, and you have to refigure out everything. And kind of going back to what I said with like figuring out like sexuality, I thought I was a straight guy. Nana can attest to that. She's known me forever. She's known me when I thought I was a straight guy. Though we probably straight and some quotation marks there. And then like once I kind of figured that out, and then I started like figuring gender stuff out, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm a lesbian. And then I kind of figured out some more gender stuff, and I was like, well, maybe I'm just gender fluid. But probably not so much mask, just more between like a genderless point and a feminine point. But still like a masculine feminine. And now here I am like kind of on a very feminine. And I'm like I mean like I didn't think I had any sort of attraction to men until the day Jim Bitty Bim Bim said, "Hello, Alice," with his fucking sick-ass raspy voice, and I just fucking nutted. And I'm like, that's never happened before.
Who am I?
Right? Like, and now here I am, like, we're sitting there in your streams, and we're like, other voice, like male voices are like talking, and I'm like, huh, that's doing some things for me. I don't think I have this as figured out as I maybe thought I did.
Kink unlocked, baby.
Well then. And I saw a meme about it, something similar, where it's like figuring out your, like, especially like binary trans people, right? Like once you think you have your sexuality figured out, and then you go into doing transition, and you think you have your gender figured out, and then all of a sudden you're fighting like a hydra, where it's like you have to face your sexuality again now that you're this entire new gender. And it's like, well, I guess this is my fucking life now. Also, I'm redeeming.
Yo.
I'm turning off Make Me Suffer. I can't do this anymore. I just need to fucking swear and get all the shits and fuck out that I can shit and fuck at the fucking shit and time.
I agree.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
before I forget, we have
Mhm.
a safe word that we're using specifically
yes.
for this show. Because
Yes.
in the talk, like we've talked pretty thoroughly about all of this stuff before, kind of in our own spaces and in Messenger and stuff or Discord or whatever. But we want chat to be able to talk about their gender and stuff. But in the interest of doing a live show, we like obviously we can't account for every possibility, and if something comes up and hits us the wrong way, we need to be able to react quickly and move on to the next thing before just bad things happen. And is not going to be anything on you guys, but the safe word for us is mostly just so we can keep doing the performance that we're doing without without just being more ADHD than we already are. You beansed it twice.
You beansed it so hard, Jim.
And the safe word is going to be Liberty Bell. Just for a little Philly flair.
Liberty Bell.
And chat,
Oh, baby.
if either one of us says Liberty Bell, I have a button here on my stream deck. I'm clearing the whole chat. And I need everyone to stop typing. Immediately backspace whatever you are typing as soon as you hear those words. And that's like, and we're just going to, like, I'll take a minute with Feydaley and we'll make sure that we're okay to keep going and don't need to throw it to a BRB screen.
Yep.
And take a minute to collect ourselves and figure out a way to steer around the topic. And that's just the thing that's going to happen. And also, I want to take a moment to state we're two queer white people, and LGBT is, especially the T, is a whole fucking spectrum, and we're not the only perspectives to listen to. Okay, Doc.
No, that's wise,
it's
Doc.
super
Thank you.
appreciated. I thought you were just reminding me. Okay, I was like, why did you just do this for a thing? You're like, oh, I thought you were just beansing around. Distraction mode. I'm focused. It's important to listen to specifically Black and people of color, trans people. Their lived experiences vastly differ from ours, and especially trans mask people. Because they're going to have vastly different experiences than we will, right? They're going to have a different relationship to gender. They're going to have different needs and different problems in our same community. And I think it's really important that you don't take us and the things that we're saying and sharing as a face of a community. That's the important things I've tried to remember at the start of the stream and beansed it up, but we got it 1 hour in. We're doing great, chat.
We're doing all right. But yeah, I mean, it is crucial to remember there is no blanket experience. And no one person is a face for a community.
Exactly.
And like,
I love you too, Nana. Thank you for stopping by so much.
Me. Alice asked me here so that we could like talk about our experiences, but we're two individuals who are part of a community, but two individuals with very, different individual experiences. Because of that, it's it is all of our job to uplift and to seek out as many voices as we can, right? It's not something that I have spent a lot of times coming to terms with. Is it's not enough to just accept the voices that come to me.
Yes.
I also need to be seeking them out.
Hondo.
And it's part of my work. It's part of the lifelong labor of being both a member of a community and an ally to that community to do the work of learning, always lifelong. And that is done by hungry learning, hungry seeking.
That's one thing I've been really loving about using Twitter is how many different marginalized voices I have access to. And if you'd like, after the show, I'll put together a list of some of the people that I like following that offer some really great perspectives that differ from our own. And I'll probably drop them in my Discord at some point for anybody who would like that.
Absolutely.
Oh, what the fuck were we talking about before that?
I don't remember. That's okay.
that was a long time ago.
That was so long ago. I don't know.
Ooh, I think I just need a minute before we like kind of go into more discussion. That was like very freeing, but also very like heavy on the heart at the same time.
Absolutely. And it's like, it's scary. Things can be really good and really important and really safe and also very scary at the same time. And that's okay.
Oh, you dropped your lore. I should probably drop mine because most people don't know.
Please.
And that was the thing that I wanted to do. But also I didn't want to stop you talking because I like listening to you talk and you're very smart. So anyway, where to start with this? When did I start unraveling this shit? I think it was like right before my dad passed away. I was watching like a whole lot of cartoons, you know, like a normal adult. But like I mostly was watching a lot of Sailor Moon and I was mostly watching a lot of My Little Pony. And I was like, what? There's something wrong with me that I'm like this invested in not just children's programming, because that doesn't bother me. I watch anime. That was fine. But like specifically like targeting girls. And that's when I started asking myself questions, you know? As someone who's always been considered effeminate, as much as I tried to be like a big manly kind of dude, especially after I lost weight. Baby, hi. It's lovely to see you. You made it. I'm so happy. Sorry, Lady Napalm stopped by. I wasn't sure I'd get to see her. I'm so happy.
Hi, Lady Napalm.
Beans, what was I saying? Oh, right. Like I was like, for lack of a better term, I looked like a fucking twank. And people treated me like such. It was really weird. But I started having like you said, like those kind of questions where like, this is probably a part of my psyche that I should like inspect. And especially because I was watching Sailor Moon and I hit like season 2 with Sailor Uranus, and I'm like, about that. So I kind of came to the conclusion that like I'm gender fluid, and kind of like, because that was kind of like the inspiration, right? Like being both masculine and feminine. I know how words work. And just kind of recognizing both those aspects, but like I didn't do anything about it for a couple of years, right? Just kind of acknowledged it. Other people around me kind of acknowledged it without saying, God damn it, guys. Kind of acknowledged that without even really needing to say. It was just like, oh, that's Mikey. Whatever. I don't care if I drop my dead name. I don't give a fuck. What are you gonna do about it? Tell the government I'm using a legal name? So like that was always just like the thing where it's like, oh, this is just who they are as a person. And it wasn't until actually the day before I saw Nana, one of the last times, I had that vivid dream I was telling you about where I was just chilling on like a beach and I had a really sweet rack. And it was just so visceral. It was so real. And that dream lasted an eternity. And I was so happy. I was so incredibly happy. And I woke up and I looked down and saw that I did not have a sweet rack. And I was really sad. Like I almost cried. except I was on testosterone. I had testosterone going through my body, so I just didn't, because that's the thing I didn't do. And then I started like, maybe there's more to this. And then it started with like, one of my last ex-girlfriends was very, very queer and very encouraging, and she gave me a lot of space to explore that. And at times her closet, which really helped because I didn't have to go buy my own clothes. It was very encouraging. And then I discovered, like, I never felt dysphoric outside of that like one specific dream, but I discovered I had gender euphoria, and when I dressed feminine, I felt like the pieces fit. And then I don't know if you've ever had one like this moment where when you had that moment and you start thinking back through your life over time and you're like, oh, these were the signs that I missed. Or it's like, oh, apparently like as a kid you don't like, normal people don't have a dream where you could switch bodies with girls and become a girl for a while. That's just not a thing people dream like have daydreams about. Yeah, like there were like as soon as I had that, I'm like, I should have had some suspicions here.
Right.
And I actually had an appointment to make to go to like get hormones. But unfortunately I ended up falling out of that relationship. It was really hard on me, and I was like, I don't think I want to go through second puberty while I'm going through a breakup.
Yeah.
So I canceled that, and then I kind of just put that in a box and never dealt with it again for a while. And just called myself gender fluid, where it was more of a, I'm going back and forth between like a androgynous presentation and a feminine one. And it was really lucky that I was in the years prior, I'd gotten very much into Japanese fashion, which is very like, at least the brand of clothes that I went for were very, very androgynous. So like my closet was already there. I didn't have to try very hard, you know? So it was a lot of that. Like people, like I switched my name to Kay because Mike was just like, that made my skin crawl. No, like, and I used they, she pronouns. Like obviously for the most part, I was like they, them. But like if I'm presenting feminine, like call me she, her. And that was like the exception. And like people were like, yep, got it. And then I fought some shitheads online about it, and my life is a lot less shitheads in it. I think I actually started unpacking that box around the beginning of 2018. And I was about to make the appointment to get back on hormones because I knew it was going to be a bit of a wait. But I also saw the writing on the wall at my last job at Wawa that I was going to get fired. And I was like, I'm not, one, waiting several months to start hormones to go off hormones because I lost my insurance. And two, I'm not paying for them out of pocket.
Yeah, fuck that.
Absolutely not. So back into the box it went.
Yeah.
And then I got fired like 6 months later, so probably a good decision in retrospect. What's up, Monkey? How you doing, bro? We got Quad. God damn it, Monkey. I actually had a calzone for lunch, Zoe. I appreciate the question though.
What if you calzone and then have it tomorrow?
Okay, but the meat bot is the same place I ordered the calzone from. I'm not making them drive back out here for another calzone.
Okay, but what if you did? Like what if you just have another meat pocket?
It's not even a meat calzone. It's just straight cheese on cheese and bread. It's so good.
But yeah, like what if you just yeah, exactly. What if you just did? Like what if you did?
Um,
Like
Beans, what was I saying? But yeah. Um, hey, honey, are you still in chat? Are you okay if I tell chat how we met?
what's the worst that happens? They call the FBI.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure. Um, before I started saying anything. It's not, I mean, I've talked about it on social, on like Facebook and stuff, but not broadcasting. Um, so funny story. I I met Lady Napalm in a Discord where we shared naked photos of ourselves.
Hell yeah.
I mean, who among us? Am I right? Um, but that's also when I started really exploring my gender again, and I had like prosthetics that I started buying, and I that's pretty much how I posed, just completely femme all the time. And it was like, yep, I'm totally AFAB. Nothing curious about this. Don't look anywhere south ever. Do not question the marbles in the bag. and that's how we met, and that was like, huh. Okay, yeah, no, this felt good to be like one seen like this, and then two truly wonderful, right? I've met some of the best people through lewd discords. It's just top notch. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10 would recommend. It's just, it was very freeing and very
Yeah.
not only to be like to be seen, but like to like actually take pictures of myself and be like, I like who this is. And other people to be like, yeah, I like who this is too. What's up?
Yeah, to have that validation
Exactly,
and be able
exactly.
to celebrate. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I'm here. It took a while
No.
to get insurance again, and then once I did, it took, I put off the call. Like, just no other way around that. I put off the call for the longest time just so it wouldn't be something I'd have to deal with. But now I'm here, and now I'm on, God, what, like a week and a half from 11 months on estrogen?
Yo.
Right? Right?
Hell yes. And now you're taking it the right way, even.
I mean, to be fair, I was taking it the right way as instructed on the bottle, but apparently it wasn't the most efficient way, and the doctors don't even tell you that. And my, like, the doctor I see for this is like special, like it's an LGBTQ clinic that specializes in the tea. So like,
Yo.
right. I'm very fortunate to have two of those in my general radius.
Fuck yes.
The first place that I went to go, that I made my appointment was at the Mazzoni Center in Philly, which is actually, I think, like nationally recognized as the best place for transgender healthcare in the entire United States.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I sent it to my aunt. I was like, before I head over there, what do you think about this place? And she goes, you're good. Fucking love what I'm seeing here. My aunt also in medical profession. But they also, because they're so big and they serve such a big area, I think pretty sure people travel here just to get treatment there. They have a mad long waiting list. Like I'm pretty sure it's a year out for hormones.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was a lot of that, like, I want to make the call, but I don't want to go through making the call and then waiting a year. And I was like, well, maybe I could do it through like Planned Parenthood or or other such things, or my GP. And I talked to my GP, and my GP's like, nah, we don't do that here. You're out of luck, kid. Which sucked, but luckily I disabled that for a reason, dude. Anyway, luckily, another healthcare system just constructed a like LGBT like clinic that just focuses on specific LGBT care, and with another like a secondary focus on trans care. And I think within 3 months, I got prescribed hormones, and it could have been a lot shorter, but I got. It's really hard to get blood drawn with my schedule because I pretty much get up and go to work, and they're closed on weekends. And I was working Monday through Friday, so it's like I have to get up before work or have a random day off in the middle of the week. And yeah, now I'm here, and you all have to deal with me and my bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
It is by no means dealing with.
Thanks, Monkey. Thanks for stopping out. All the best, friend. Where are we at? We're about like an hour and a half, and also ad break should be coming up in about another like 5 minutes or so. It's only about a minute and a half, so not missing too much. And then at the 2 hour mark, we're gonna take like a 10-minute piss time. And I honestly wasn't expecting us to just sit here and just go back and forth for like an hour and a half. I thought like maybe like an hour at most we'd be chilling through this, but this has been lovely talking to you.
Yeah. It's exciting. It's also really scary because like I mean I haven't gone this like in depth about my experience of my own gender with like anyone except for like boy.
Well,
you know.
I feel honored that you'd share that here.
It seems apropos.
I mean, maybe by the end of this, you'll feel maybe a little more comfortable with the label and stuff. Maybe. That'd be really nice.
Our good friend Cyrenic says something that I always come back to that's really helpful for me. In that, like, labels aren't an end point; they're a starting point.
Yes.
And like they are language that gives us access to asking questions and finding answers about ourselves.
Mm-hmm. And finding others with the same.
And finding community.
Yeah.
Right? But they're never an endpoint.
Zan, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, friend.
It was lovely to meet you, Zan, and thank you so much for sharing your experiences in chat. I really appreciate it.
We haven't been talking to chat much, but like we are both reading it. We're also I'm just trying to give. I'm pretty sure we're both just trying to give each other the space to talk. We are both reading chat. Labels are descriptive, not prescriptive. Yes. 100% that, Jim.
Linguists out there, descriptive, not prescriptive. Yeah. But. Yeah, it's, I think also like you spoke a little bit to partnership as like a genderqueer person. And that was probably one of the things that like scared me the most in not just coming out, but even like coming out to myself.
Yeah.
By the time that was happening, I was like 2 years into like a long-term, very serious partnership with Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And the fear for me was like, if I even let myself acknowledge how I feel here, and then I have this conversation with my partner, like,
where does that leave us?
Him?
Yeah.
Where does that leave us? And like, luckily, Boy was just like, I don't know, I'm here for you. And that was really fucking nice.
He really is a silver star potato. We love Boy in this house.
He is a silver star quality potato. And what's been lovely, especially lately, is, him being very like, there are many things that I can't be for you.
Mm-hmm.
And there are, and shouldn't be, right? Like, as your partner, I should never be your everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not fair to either people.
Yeah. I'm 100% on board with that.
Right. And so, we had a big conversation about this when we were like road tripping last summer. And he was kind of like, listen, I want you to have space to figure this out. I don't want you to feel constrained, and I don't want you to feel like you have to to sacrifice parts of yourself for me. And so, like, you know, continue to communicate with me, continue to figure out what any of this means for you, and then just tell me what you learn about yourself, because I want to know too.
God, we love healthy communication.
I know, right? And so that's been like, that for me was like the most validating, to be able to be like, okay, I have, like, my partner is here, my partner is supporting me, my partner is behind me, and I can breathe
Yeah.
in myself.
It's one less worry off the stack.
Right? You know, like, that was, you know, coming out to my family and then coming out to my partner were like my big scares. And, you know, my parents were just like, LOL, took you long enough to figure it out.
I was just about to ask.
Oh my, it was so funny. Well, it was cute because, like, you know, I came out to Dad Delay, like, in person, because we were just like sitting around chatting, and I was like, actually, I think I'm like queer. And he literally laughed in my face and was like, took you long enough. like in a good way. He was like,
yeah.
You think I didn't know? Like, I knew when you were a child. And I was like, damn it.
I thought I had even myself fooled.
And then Mom Delay was so funny. She was like away, you know, helping take care of my grandma, and I just texted her because I was like really scared, and I was like, Mom, I'm pretty sure I'm like very queer. And she was like, what does that mean? And not in like a,
like, what does that mean for you?
Like in a, yeah, like what does it mean for you? And help me acquire the vocabulary to talk to you about it.
Oh.
And she spent that entire evening she's like, I found this list of like NPR queer terms, and so I'm learning what everything means, and like where do you fall in
I love Dr. Mom Delay.
Which ones apply to you? You know, and, you know, like 8 months later, she, like 2 weeks ago, finished an online symposium about trans affirming care in pediatrics. Like, I know, she told me this.
Is there
and I was
like a video of this? Because I'd love to listen to this.
I don't know. Like, you know, it was, you know, for obviously by and for healthcare professionals, and she's a pediatric specialist. But so it's like,
Zoe, I love that for you.
Knowing that my parents were always going to be there, and knowing that my partner was there, like, literally everything else is doable.
Yeah.
The rest of it is doable.
You have a good support system. My dad never knew. I didn't come in to start asking these questions until after he had passed. I did come out to my mom at some point. Like, first about being bisexual or whatever. Like, I talked to Mom about it and joked that, like, my dad was a complicated person who was very supportive, but also had a lot of illness that affected his cognitive functions. So it was a lot of back and forth with him. If he figured it out, I don't know. Anonymous gifter, thank you. I feel so loved today, friends. I appreciate all of you.
Specifically to Zoe.
Yes.
Thank you for gifting us up to Zoe. Zoe, who is currently in an ad break, but will no longer have to deal with ad breaks. I love you, Zoe. Also, Zoe, I'm proud of you.
I'm also proud of you. Lost my train. Oh, I did come out to my mom at some point, like formally. And that was a lot. It like went well, but didn't go well. And I don't think my mom ever understood the assignment. I think she thought I was a drag queen.
Oh.
Jean-Claude Genderware. I love that. So
Gender wham. Gender so good. Butt spot.
I love that so much.
Butt spot affirming Zoe so hard.
Hell yeah. We love a gender affirming butt spot in this house.
Yes. Amazing.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure mom thought I was a drag queen. Which is maybe a little tragic. She never got to meet Alice. But maybe for the better. In that I think she really struggled to understand because not long after I came out, my cousin also had come out. But where mine was very public, because here's some more lore dump. I came out via Facebook to my family. Because I was having all of these questions and working up the courage. Like I had come out to my mom literally the week of the Pulse shooting. And by I think by week, I mean the weekend of. Like I had the conversation with her on like a Wednesday morning and had a good cry about it and then was like, oh wait, she doesn't actually understand. And then I think, what was it, like Monday Pulse happened or like Sunday or something like that? I was like, I was literally just talking about like my chances of being hate crime like this, and then a hate crime happens. And I had a lot of feelings about it. And I jumped out the closet so fast in like righteous anger and fury.
Yeah.
Shit, did I know Doc at the time? No, I didn't know Doc at the time. He never saw my coming out. I was wondering if Doc actually read it. And I'm like, oh wait, no, I met him not long after that. Shit, I've known Doc a long time. ADHD, focus. Okay. So that's how most of my extended family came out. I talked to my one aunt who works in medical profession just to show her the place that I was going to and like, this is what I'm going to do. And she's like, yeah, obviously I work in healthcare. Of course I fucking support you. I've seen the science on this and I know what supporting you does. Like, and like gave me the okay on the place that I was going to. And I made the appointment with like her blessing. But the rest of the extended family didn't know. And I was going to tell them in like after I talked to mom. And then that happened. And God, it reminded me of like a Tumblr post where like just someone said something so out of line and some dude came out of the closet to correct him. And it's like, you ever just been so angry you just come out of the closet? And that's how I felt. I shit you not, I wrote like a 10 paragraph coming out post on Facebook about like, this is who I am. I was literally like just crying to my mom about this could be my life. I could go out one day and just never come home. I just because I'm too clocky or something that day and someone has a problem with it, which like I looked like a twink. People already had a problem with how I looked and I had to de-escalate drunk fights because I worked overnights. I had a whole lot of dudes in yee trucks trying to fight me. Yeah. So I had zero faith in my ability to not to like things not go badly if I got clocked, right? And then that happened where like so yeah. That's how I came out to my family, my extended family, and they were all pissed because I didn't tell them personally. And I'm like, well, bigger picture here, guys. Bigger picture.
Yeah. I came out to my extended family like 3 weeks ago. And it went it's fine. It's really it's funny because I did not, it wasn't, I didn't have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mom Delay did it for me.
Aw.
And well, because here's the thing is that a lot of my extended family are super like still very like much like drinking sort of the traditional Catholic Kool-Aid.
Same.
And I don't talk to them. But my mom's got 6 siblings, and she's really close with all of them. She's really close with my grandma still. And she was getting like questions. And so like we had been talking for a long time about it. And finally I was like, yeah, you know what? Honestly, whatever. I'm no contact with most of them anyway. Fine. And so she sort of like, she's like, she didn't even want to like do it because, you know, they have a family Zoom call every Sunday.
Oh my
Where
God.
everyone talks about how life is. And she was like, I don't even want to deal with it. So she sent out an email and then ghosted them on the next family Zoom call. She was like, not
Yo, I love that. I love that for her.
Yeah.
A whole icon.
Yeah, she literally was like, yeah, she sent out the "my kid is hella queer" email and then was like, bye.
Deuces.
Which is really funny. And you know, I have a couple family members who've been like really chill about it. And then the expected ones are not chill about it. And that's fine because I wasn't going to family reunions anyway. So like whatever.
Right? Like all of my family lives in North Carolina. Or like most of my dad was the first of 8. And almost all of his brothers and sisters live in one state now. My cousins are a bit scattered to the wind. But I think I was talking about it. Was it Reapers and Steepers? Yeah, because Leah was talking about going to North Carolina. How I always have to visit my family. They never come up here because they just have a greater concentration. So it's like you got to come to us because we have the compound kind of thing.
Yes. Yep.
Without actually having a compound to go with it, which would make that infinitely cooler. But also, I'm a retail grunt. That is a lot of money in gas and tolls. Like tolls alone,
Yep.
I think is like $30 each way. Just because. Fuck you. You want to enter Maryland? You gotta pay a toll. You want to leave New Jersey? You gotta pay to leave the state. I think there's literally like 2 bridges in the entire thing that you can get out of New Jersey for free. And then on top of that, gas money. Like I drive a fuel efficient car, but like that's still a fuckload of gas. It's like an entire paycheck's worth of gas.
A lot.
So very, very hard conversations I've had with some of my uncles who don't live there. But also they're all libertarians and I don't fuck with them. But like they handled it really well. And like like I said, I don't interact just based on distance, but my cousin came out and my cousin goes to a lot of the family functions. And I had to hear through the grapevine because I was really worried. Like my cousin came out right before one of my other cousins got married. And I had like my family lives, well, Lady Napalm will yell at me for calling it the South, but that's what I'm calling it because it's what most people will live in the South. Fucking yee as you can fucking get sometimes. My uncle's ruling in a NASCAR and drinking beer. It'd just be like that. And like we had concerns. And apparently he was like, if you fuck this up, I will fight you. Like there won't be words. I'm dragging your ass out in the parking lot if you misgender my cousin and I will beat your ass. Right?
All right then.
So I felt a little
Yes.
safer around my family, but I still don't fuck with them.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, I I am also obsessed with this. This is really good. I also Zoe said that her mom got a couple panicked texts after she made her Facebook post, and I kind of like, for me, I was to Mom Delay, I was like, just listen, I already know who the offenders are going to be. Just don't tell me. I already have, like, in my heart, like, blocked them off as not family.
Yeah.
Right? And because, like, your blood relatives, you're not, no one's, PSA, you're not obligated to think of your blood relatives as family. That one was a hard one for me.
Can I, like, tie into that real fast?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the idea of like found family is just so important in queer lives, right? And that's one thing I've been really ecstatic about being a part of this community because you guys are like a found family, and I constantly refer to you and Doc and Super Liz and other people. Like, you guys are my family, and that's more important, right? Like, blood ties don't mean anything. The ties that you make with people and that you're closest to and that support you through thick and thin, like, my heart. I love you guys.
Mm-hmm. Fun language etymology fact for all of you. That phrase, blood is thicker than water.
Oh, I love this one.
This goes around the internet.
Oh, it does.
I know, this one
I've
goes
shared
around
it-
the internet every
I've
now
shared
and
it
again.
many
But
times.
listen, I'm going to let you know, right? The blood of the blood pact is thicker than the water of the womb,
Boom.
right?
If my mic wasn't on an arm and didn't cost a lot of money that I don't have to replace, I'd drop it.
God, what a mood. Right? But honestly, right? It is the people the family that we choose. Delicious womb water. But like, yeah, honestly, quick content warning for mention of self-harm. While I have my finger
I'm gonna say,
up,
like,
I
I'll
guess
hold
we
my
can do,
hands
like, a
up,
little-
and if you're looking at the stream, if you need to, like,
Yeah.
turn mute or whatever, when I put my hands down, that's when it's safe to unmute, okay?
Yeah. All right. Quick content warning for self-harm. So, I have an uncle, whomst is a non-denominational evangelical preacher. So you might already know where this story is going.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got my first tattoo, my first visible one, which was this one right here, this yellow flower, which is an Eleanor flower from Lord of the Rings, which is what my dog is named after, and that's her name in Tengwar right there, right? So this is my bean tattoo. It is over a very long self-harm scar, and that goes like from here to about here. And after I got this tattoo, I went to a family reunion, and my uncle was like, and folks generally knew, like, I had been pretty open at that point with like my mental health journey and like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And this uncle comes up to me and he was like, "Why would you do that to yourself? Your body is a temple."
Don't like that.
Right? So like when I came out, we know who the offenders are. They don't hide in our families.
Also, I'm pretty
right?
sure that's the end of the
They
content
don't
warning, so I'm
hide.
putting my arms down.
Yes. Right? Like they don't hide themselves. We know who the offenders are, and we don't need to give them any more voice or any more like influence in our lives. And bless Mom Delay for being like willing to be that bulwark for me.
Take their oxygen away and let them choke.
But like, yeah, right? It do be that way. And in the meantime, we surround ourselves with like family. Like
Absolutely
with
not, Jen.
real ass family.
I put my arms up in the air and I realized how badly I have to pee.
Yo, it's almost piss time.
It's almost piss time.
Don't you worry.
I figure
I believe in you.
maybe about like 8 minutes or so. We'll like 1:55, and that way we'll get right past the ad break.
Hell yeah, baby. But yeah, I'm just saying that I'm super fucking happy that we're all here and that we're able and allowed to be family for each other and
Hell
given
yes.
access to each other. Thank you, technology and the internet.
Mm-hmm. You can make me smile with the press of the button and changes my lights. It's just how that works. Oh, you mean like this
I know,
one?
right? It's amazing. It's fascinating. It's really cool. There we go.
Did you miss the button?
No, it takes a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's a fucking API call, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it takes a second for the API call to happen.
This is how I woke up today.
With rainbows.
So yeah. I'm still shocked that like as many people showed up today as they did. That's so fantastic. I feel so loved.
You are loved.
I'm glad this
Like,
has just been fun. I mean, like heavy conversations, but I'm enjoying myself. How about you? Just general check-in right now.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Hell
I am
yes.
here. I am queer. I am full of existential fear, and my back pain is moderate to severe.
Yeah. Lumbar cushion. Swear by this thing.
Yo, do I have a heat pad? Yes, I do.
Nice. I got my space heater right next to me, keeping my toes warm. Yo, you sent me. All right. So Zoe sent me a message
Interesting.
of someone saying that exact thing in a message. Like, oh yeah, I always had that figured out, and I'm pretty sure maybe one or two did. I don't believe any more than that.
Yeah.
Kate,
Oh.
what up? I also have a command for this.
Hold up a minute. Hold up.
Oh wait, no, not Kate. Kaiju.
No.
Love you too, Leah. Also,
What is it with people messaging you after a decade? Am I right, Jim?
but Jim, you up though?
But Jim, are you up? Like.
The people need to know.
The people need to know, are you
Oh,
in
G-Stein,
fact
thank you for hanging out. I appreciate having to like put us on lurk, and I appreciate you coming out, friend. It's lovely to see you. Hey everyone! Sonic the Hedgehog is here! He just gave me a big bag of weed!
like it doesn't stop being funny.
Nope.
Like it doesn't.
I
See, at least this one is labeled something that makes sense in my fucking sounds folder.
Hey, Sonic the Hedgehog is in here. He just gave me a big bag of weed.
Just give me a big bag of weed.
that was all pups.
Amazing. It was flawless execution.
I apparently am really good at pitch matching sometimes.
Honestly, actually. Yeah. We're basically the PBS of fucking around.
I don't know if that comes through on your
no.
end, but
Oh, no.
I played the PBS theme.
It does not. It does not, but that's okay. Just a PBS of fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only do a little Misfortune's voice. Chili dogs are the only drug I need.
Whoa!
I like fucking around with my voice, okay?
I mean, yes. Listen. I know the feeling. It turns out.
Both of us
You
entering the
fuck
call
around
this
and
morning,
everyone
this
else-
afternoon, just go, yeah.
Hello, how are you today? I mean, listen, I'm currently powered by a fat chode of a Sando, so who knows what's going to come out of my mouth. In fact,
I want to talk about bird lube now.
I want to talk about bird lube now.
Why do... You know what? I'm not going there. We're coming up on piss time, which is great, because I need to drop a fat piss. I actually don't have
You
that
should go drop
soundbite.
that fat piss.
Hell yeah. We're gonna throw it to a BRB screen. I'm gonna mute and deafen, and we have a whole bunch of loved trans creators in our spaces that we're gonna play some clips. And I have them all attached to a button that I can press. It's fucking fantastic. And then we'll
Shit, yeah, baby.
we'll figure out where to go from there. So we'll see you all in about 10 minutes, give or take. I usually end up being a little late coming back at them, but also I like watching the clips. Who among us? Am I right? Who among us? So I'm throwing this to the BRB screen, and I'm setting a 10-minute timer now. Thanks, Pops. I love you too.
Oh no, I have something vibrating, and it's in a place that is really awkward to reach.
I see you, Pete.
I have one build style, and it's whimsical as fuck. And that's it. That's all I know how to do. Just some fucking whimsy, and that's it.
I want to be stealthy though. I don't want to be detected. No. Okay. Let's try.
Okay, it opens the birthplace in the abyss, so I'm in the right place. Alice! Lovely to see you. Perfect timing. I do not have any of those sound commands, Alice. I'm sorry. Everybody go and follow Alice. She's such a good girl. There we go. How's that for you, Alice?
So I'm gonna have to add a lot more color. I should have made sure this was like fully colored in, and that way it would just be blending. But it's okay. I am learning. And I will get better at it. It is okay to take your time and learn a new skill and not always get it right.
But this one is particularly...
Just as it has always been, when our memories of the ancient world fade into twilight, a new era dawns to fill the void. An unfamiliar path with a pulse of its own. A tempo not dictated by the labor of men, but accelerated by the rhythm of machines. Launching the world into an age of...
Time for Nether to speak Dutch.
Oh no. So long as you've got some life left in you, I'll give you a chance to keep hold of it. But you'll have to follow my orders to the letter.
All the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. Now put your hands up, hands up, hands up. Up in the club, we just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. Decided to dip, now you want a trip? Cause another brother noticed me. Okay, that's all I can say without copyright.
Hasn't happened in 6 weeks. Oh dear, captions. Oh dear.
Frankly, we miss you. And we hope you're doing well. And on a personal note for me, I am proud to call you a friend. I am humbled by your wisdom. And I really hope that you're getting the love and care that you deserve. So from me and chat, we hope you're doing okay. We love you. And we hope to see you soon in whatever, whether it's Overwatch, whether it's the Soak, whatever you're doing, we hope to see you soon. And we can't wait to see you thrive. Bye, darling. How's that? work out? Is that clippable? Is that clippable?
It's a rice. Ding dong. That's kind of funny. Wraith ding dong. Ding ding dong.
Still saving the replay, by the way.
You saw nothing.
Time I kill something, with that, it does a little big buzzorp to everything around it, and it blinds it, which is pretty great. More better grenades. Melee hits increase the reload speed. Very, very good. Directly synergizes with fucking Reservoir Burst, so like happy day, right? And then Arc Grenade's Jolt. So pretty much all I'm doing, dashing around, throw a grenade, waiting for an opportunity to melee, and then exploding everything. And then the camera freezes.
Oh no, I have something vibrating, and it's in a place that is really awkward to reach.
Don't they hate aliens and slave? Oh yeah, there's also slavery. Right, never mind. Not cool. That's a W. I mean, not W. That's a L. Shut up.
You should have been with us in our glory days. You'd have loved it.
Great. I love that.
Get ready for more success. I am made of success. I am success incarnate. Hold on, guys. Sorry, one moment. Let me go through this door. Infinite success. Success is a state of mind.
My balls!
I can do that while talking and still be interesting. Well, I mean, I can at least attempt. So I hope that your week has been going good, Chris. Go ahead and put in chat, you know, how you've been doing, you know, what you're up to, what's on your mind today. I'm starting to think.
The spot. Oh yeah, good boy.
Who's a funny puppy? You are. Yes, you are.
Yay! I love him. He fills the void that Tolado left. I miss Vi and Tolado.
Ooh, yay! Dragon Pit!
I'll just rifle through people's trash until people are ready for me to go into their, like, shops and shit.
This is just Pog.
Stimmy's also a tome, yeah. About to get 3 tomes this game. Is this game is not a first? Then like,
This is the right Jirachi. She's done such great work with her voice work. I love that for her, honestly. Oh, sorry. We're back.
Shit.
I was like, I'm not used to other people being here. I just flipped the screen like, I should have warned you so you're not shoving a fruit snack in your face hole.
Listen, I do be that way
It's a learning experience, man.
It's a learning experience for all of us.
I am made of success. I am success incarnate.
Success is a state of mind.
Love that clip every time it comes up.
I will say, it's so good. I'm pretty sure stream is pretty delayed.
Yeah, it is. I saw my bitrate eating shit, but I am not resetting the modem, so this is just a thing we're gonna have to live with. It normally
Eat my butthole, Comcast.
Yeah, eat my entire unshaved asshole. Let's see if refreshing this does, because oh wait, no. What? Oh yeah, no, we're just hella delayed.
We're hella delayed.
I hate you for there's never a word in my vocabulary until I met you.
Get fucked, nerd.
I'm saying mad delayed in chat, and they're gonna have to wait like a solid several minutes before they find out exactly what I said the first time. Get fucked, nerds.
Yeah. You are pretty Fey delayed, it turns out.
Yeah, heavily. Christ. Yeah, right. This Snow's right. Honestly, this is just fucking transphobic.
It is.
Alright, I was gonna look up a thing.
Right. Hold on. I need to actually... My mother just texted me. Hang on.
Oh. Is this what I'm looking for?
She told me to check a thing on the internet, so I'm gonna do that really quick. Oh, okay. Yeah. She right.
She right? Of course she right.
She do be right.
Wait, a different gosh clip for who?
Oh, for Goshunk.
Oh. Yeah, no,
As opposed to...
my clip player is actually really good about not playing those two.
Oh. Yeah, because Goshunk has like 3 entire clips.
Yes.
But it's always the butt spot sentience one, I think, that gets brought up, or one of the Stardew ones.
It's the one Stardew one about waiting for somebody to play something. Anyway, chat, whenever you catch up to where we were. Yes, that is a rando. That list was handpicked between the two of us of transgender and non-binary streamers that we enjoy and hang around. And for Cutie, I literally just shouted you out.
No.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time in a lot of those spaces. And I know, I mean, obviously we're in a whole lot of spaces together and we run into each other pretty frequently in some of them. But it was nice to have, like, here are some things that some people that I follow that you don't, and here's some people I follow that you don't. It's really nice.
Yeah. This is how we continue to make connections and build community, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bitrate's still just eating shit. Oh, well.
I just looked at the stream just in time to watch myself
Eat
eating a fruit snack.
Yeah, yeah. That is
It's fine.
very delayed. That is like
It's cool.
several whole minutes.
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes delayed.
Yeah, it's solidly delayed.
Yeah, my bitrate started going right before we went to piss time. Vintage! Ah! Well, it's a good thing that this is going up on YouTube where it probably won't be delayed.
Yeah, I usually find that my VODs are fine even if I've had internet struggles.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, I feel like we were kind of talking about something and then I got derailed by my bladder.
Rude. What a whole fuck mood.
Right? Well, oh, I remember I had a fun question I wanted to ask you. Since coming into this,
Sure.
have other people you've been close to or particularly dated or been intimate with in various ways also come out?
Okay, I was that person for the people around me.
You were the
I was, like,
you were
the
the catalyst
last-
that broke their eggs? Or you were the
I was.
response?
No. Hang on, sorry. I was the like the last one of my close knit friend group to be like, hey, I am a queer. And they too were like, it took you long enough, you silly, silly child.
I mean, granted, I met you after you came out, so like, but like I just look at you and yep, that's a queer.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
also,
I know, Comcast, why do you gotta eat that whole bag?
dude, there's a fucking well, they have like an entire monopoly. Like I would love to get fiber, but fiber's not available here. Yep. And I'm pretty sure it's my modem, so I just gotta go get my modem taken out. But I don't think Comcast is international. I don't know why Popper would know that.
It's I think that
Fake vintage.
The big issue is it's not just a delay, it's also like 3 seconds on, 3 seconds off, 3 seconds on, 3 seconds off.
Gotcha. That is, I'm not watching the. It doesn't appear that bad on my dashboard, so. Yeah.
It's pretty rough on the tab that I have open to monitor.
Gotta open up Twitch. Oop, that's the wrong button. Yeah.
Sausage.
Yeah. All right, let me try refreshing. Because sometimes it like gets so far delayed that a refresh. Eh? Wait, that was actually.